We are wrapping up this Medical Monday, but still a few minutes to take some more calls. If you would like to call in with a question for Dr. David Gnewikow with Advanced Hearing Solutions, we are talking about hearing loss. I had some great questions earlier. You mentioned hearing aids with Bluetooth technology. I am not a very techie person. This sounds a little intimidating.
Yes.
You say it's not.
It ain't.
Tell me more about it.
So first, let's define Bluetooth, because that's a scary term.
Yes.
If you don't like, oh my gosh, what is Bluetooth? I actually looked it up to see why it's named that, and it has something to do with some Norwegian king or something.
Really?
Anyway, we won't go. Yes.
Wow.
Look it up, Google it sometime, you'll understand. Bluetooth just means wireless.
Oh.
So take the word Bluetooth out and say wireless technology. Okay. So just let's use an example that most people know. A lot of people, if you have a car that's built in the last 7 or 8 years, a lot of cars have Bluetooth, where you can connect your phone and you get in the car, and if you receive a call, you can hear the audio from the person on the other end of the line coming out of your speakers. Or you see people walk around with Bluetooth headsets that are basically headphones that pick up their phone. I can do the same thing with hearing aids. I can pair hearing aids to somebody's phone, and people go, well, I'm not high tech, I don't know if I can do that. Here's how it works. You get a call, you hear a ringing sound in your ear, and you say hello.
Really?
That's it.
Wow.
From a technical standpoint, it is pushing a button and saying hello. Now, we do the technical part about setting it up and making it work and all of that, but I've already shared, I wear a hearing aid. I have this Bluetooth set up in my phone. I was with my son and his friend this weekend, and somebody called me. We're actually on the boat on the lake, and somebody called, and they didn't know what I was doing. I just hit the button and started talking, and they thought I was absolutely insane, because you can't see that I have a hearing aid in, but I'm able to hear that person. I've got my hands free. It's tiny. They can hear me. A huge advantage of Bluetooth is people who struggle with the phone, it's getting that phone in just the right spot. And I've got my phone turned all the way up, and I still can't hear my granddaughter when she calls, or I still can't hear. This is audio in both ears, so listening in stereo, which helps a lot. It is programmed to the prescription, so it's not just like holding a phone up, and it cuts out everything else that's going on. So it's like being directly connected with your phone in both ears. I cannot tell you how many patients who said those same words you said. Well, I'm not too tech savvy, and I've got an old phone. Absolutely love this. I had a guy last week, I hope he's not listening. He's as country as a green bean, okay? That's all I know how to tell you. All right, he's got an old school flip phone from like 2001. I don't know if that's right for me. And I set it up on him, and I said, who's the hardest person for you to hear? And he said, well, that's my daughter. I said, call your daughter. So he called his daughter in the office, and he hung up. He said, I could understand every word she said. Could you hear her? No, I couldn't hear her. It was coming directly in your ears. But it was so simple for him to use. So
and what a life changer.
Absolutely, and the technology is really cool, and to use things like Bluetooth and technology sounds intimidating, but from a user standpoint, it's very simple.
I'm going to cut you off. I'm going to cut you off because we have Faye on the line.
Okay,
but I want to try and squeeze this in. Miss Faye, what's your question tonight?
Okay, my question is, do ear infections, if you have enough of them, can they cause hearing loss? I have a relative who's had a lot of them over the years, and now one ear has a lot of hearing loss, and they've told her that it don't.
Okay, so Faye, real quickly, I think we've got, what, 30 seconds or so before our break. Let me try to answer that question. The answer is yes. But most of the time, if ear infections are treated, they do not cause permanent hearing loss. So it's certainly not the case that it can't. It absolutely can. Enough infection can cause permanent damage to the bones in the middle ear, to the eardrum. So there certainly are people for whom infections have caused a permanent loss. But I will say that's rare. Most of the time, if ear infections are treated with antibiotics and appropriate medical care, it doesn't necessarily cause a permanent hearing loss.
Okay. Faye, thank you for calling in. We're going to take a quick break. We're coming right back.